Hey Puppy Crew, Mama Kangaskhan here, and yesterday was my birthday, so today I am doing a birthday double feature Pokemon discussion video, and we will start with Pokemon Sun and Moon updates. We will be talking about Pokemon that have gotten their English names, Pokemon that have been released since the last video I made, and even some new features in the game. And lastly, we will be talking about the remake of Pokemon Snap that will be coming to the Wii Virtual Console. So here we go! Alright, so first we have Stuffle, which if you remember from my last video, is the pre-evolved form of Beware. Beware being the giant stuffed teddy bear that loves to hug people but breaks them in half. Well, Stuffle is the struggle Pokemon that is, well, it's adorable. Let's just say that. It is just freaking adorable, and I really would love to have a Stuffle in my party. Not a Beware, but a Stuffle. Next we have Wishy-Washy, which, if you remember in my last video, I was contemplating on how Wishy-Washy's school form would be integrated into the game. Well, I found out in the last Pokemon commercial that they had on YouTube, the link will be in the description below, it actually comes after a certain level. So this Pokemon doesn't evolve, it gains a school form rather than an evolution, which is very unique and brand new, and I love the concept, I love the idea. I'm thinking that it sort of works like Mega Evolution. You get to turn into the school form and then you get to go back, and it's a back and forth, but that's just speculation. I have no real idea of if that's how it works or if it constantly stays in its school form from now on. But they're doing a Zygarde thing here where he gains cells and then he looks like he evolves, but it's really cool. It's a really unique concept and I'm loving it. Next we have Sandygeist, or however they want to say it. It still looks like a freaking pile of sand to me, and I still don't understand the concept of a haunted pile of sand, but that's just me. After that we have Palosand, which is the Sandcastle Pokemon, and I'm wondering if they're going to have a third evolution to this. I don't think so. I mean, what can you do after this? Giant sand sculpture of a shark or something? Yes, because that's what we need, is a Sharpedo made of sand coming after you on the beach. But still, I love the name. The Palosand sort of reminds me of Piloswine. So, that's cool. I think it's a little shout out, but that's just me. Again, just a theory of my own. Alright, moving on. Lastly, we have Pyukumuku, which is the little bitty chocolate dessert looking thing that I talked about last time. Again, this is the English name. This is not the Japanese name. They did not change it on us. This is the English name. I don't know what it is with Generation 7, but they're getting some really weird, long drawn out names for some of these Pokemon. I still think it's a cute little chocolate ball though. First up on the list of new Pokemon to Pokemon Sun and Moon is Morello, and I'm guessing it's supposed to be based off of the Morel Mushroom, which is again another mushroom Pokemon in the game. I don't know what Nintendo's trying to do, but I think they may have some problems. They're just trying to subtly tell all of their fans, this is what we do in our free time, guys. We need help. Next we have the Turtonator. Sorry, my voice is kind of off today. The Turtonator. and it is, I believe, a fire dragon type. Yeah, a fire dragon type. It lives near volcanoes. It looks like a prehistoric turtle to me of some kind, but then again, Pokemon doesn't really have the same logic as the real world. But I love its design. I could definitely see that this Pokemon is going to be a real powerhouse in battle. It's going to be a real letdown if its defenses aren't the best. I mean, look at that shell. Those spikes alone could be deadly. I would venture to the Hawaiian volcanoes just for this Pokemon, and I do not say that about anything, because I do not like the idea of being on a sinking island that has a volcano on it that is surrounded by sharks. It is not a fun idea for me. Next we have Rocky of the Pokemon world, Crab Brawler. It is a fighting water type, obviously, and it looks like it's half beaten up, half about ready to kick some ass. That's just me, of course. That's just my interpretation of it. It seriously looks like it's got some boxing gloves on, which of course is by design. It's got an amazing design, a little simple, but simple isn't always bad. I like that one eye is half closed, like it's been going through a few rounds. I can definitely see that Rocky was part of the inspiration for this Pokemon. Now we have the Alolan Raichu, which everybody's going on about. It is a surfing Raichu, which is a throwback to the Surfing Pikachu and Pokemon Yellow game. Of course, Surfing Pikachu is from the anime, where we have Puka, who can sense the large waves in the ocean. So this Alolan Raichu being electric psychic makes more sense. What if Puka was an Alolan Pokemon introduced, get this, in Generation 1? That is like a mind-blown situation right there. Lastly, of the new Pokemon introduced is the Alolan Rattata, and I love the concept of this. This is just perfect. I can see how this works because a lot of the areas of the Alolan region seem to be inhabited by some people in some way, shape, or form, whether it be a few houses or a large city. So this makes sense that it would be a nocturnal Pokemon. It is a dark normal type, which everybody has been wanting, so Nintendo is listening to us, guys. They are. And the Pokédex entry says that the Alolan Raticate is its leader in its groups in the cities. So we can look forward to an Alolan Raticate, it also being a dark normal type. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, considering that, you know, both Rattata and Raticate can learn a large amount of dark moves. So, yeah, Nintendo's listening to us and making obvious decisions that are good for the game that people have been wanting done since the introduction of the dark typing. So, yay, Nintendo! Alright, so the new feature with the Z moves is that certain Pokemon will have their own specific Z moves. As you can see here, the Alolan Raichu has his own Z move, which is awesome. I love it. I love that there are some Pokemon that get their own Z moves specifically for them. So Raichu gets a surfing Z move, while Pikachu gets the overall electric type of Z move. And also, Nintendo is giving us a free Munchlax as our gift for an early purchase. That is awesome. It's amazing. That is great. And once it evolves, we get to see Snorlax. What makes this so special? Well, after 20 years of sleeping, Snorlax, after giving us a demonic look, is ready to awaken and use its own Z move, the Pulverizing Pancake. As you can see, Snorlax can really move when it wants to. And this Z-move is giving him that chance. The second feature of our double feature video is the Pokemon Snap remake for the Wii Virtual Console. They are obviously going to update the graphics and possibly add in a few hundred more Pokemon to the game, which is great. I personally would like to have a Pokemon Snap 3DS game because it makes it more universal. Not everybody owns a Wii or a Wii Virtual Console. And this is just bringing Snap, a character from the Gen 1 animation the seasons. Sorry, my brain just decided to fog out on me. Showing us that there are other things to do besides being a Pokemon trainer, coordinator, and all them. You can take pictures of Pokemon. You can have a Pokemon as a friend and travel along with you for protection, but you can just capture them on film and still have a great time. And that's what this game was all about, and it was innovative for its time. With all the Pokemon games where you have to capture them all, and you have to catch them all. Well, this is catching them all on film. So I would be looking forward to this, but I don't have a Wii Virtual Console, so any one of you who do, this is something to look forward to within the next few months or so. So that's it for our birthday double feature Pokemon discussion video. Again, I'm sorry about my voice. I didn't sleep well last night and now I'm suffering for it, but I really wanted to do this double feature for everybody. And with it being September, I'm putting up in the corner a new Viewer's Choice poll. It will end the last week of September, and I will do the Viewer's Choice then. This poll will be on something that I'm wanting to do, obviously, and I hope people will start voting on it. I will be putting a poll on Pokemino, so if you're following me on there, that is awesome. You can vote on Pokemino, and or here on YouTube. I will put both polls together, and we'll see which video comes out on top. So until next time, this is Mama KingusCon, and I will see you all next time. Check out my other videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more.